This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I got drummer slash musician Jeremy Backwoodz in the building. How's life, my guy?
It's going pretty good, man. I'm great to be here. I'm just really happy to be here. It's a really cool experience, dude.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
I like the Backwoods. You on brand. It just don't
Hey.
got the Z though.
Yeah, no, man. I'm not trying to push it too much. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to have my little flavor.
No, I feel you though. I like it. I like it. Let's start from the beginning though. Where you originally from?
I'm actually from right here in South, just a little bit down, a little bit, just right here in Austin, just in the Austin area.
So you're in South Austin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What area? Like I know the river. You got Riverside. You got Onion Creek.
Right there by Onion Creek and South
Okay.
Park Meadows.
Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
was about to say Slaughter next.
No.
Yeah, let's shoot going down there, man. Nowadays it's a beach. Okay, how was life growing up in the South?
Oh, dude, it's pretty good.
South Austin. This is the South, but you know what I mean.
I spent a lot of time right there in Kyle, and then bouncing back to Austin, just staying right there in South Austin, and then going downtown a little bit, just growing up.
And I bet you now, like Kyle's starting to kind of brand, like actually kind of having stuff built out now. I bet it looks.
Oh,
way
it's getting
different.
big. It's getting
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
Shout
like,
out to
God,
Kyle. Yeah.
like God, dog. Interesting. Did you play any sports?
I did. I liked to run, just like track and stuff, doing stuff with my friends, and I was big into just going out there, like at a middle school track and just running. You know what I mean? Just exercising,
So you,
staying active. Yeah.
you like
just
to
staying
run,
active.
though.
Yeah.
Because you gotta like to run.
Yeah.
'Cause
I've been
if not,
trying to get active. Yeah.
your heart's not gonna be in it, but that's
Yeah.
good. You like to run, especially I bet you that goes with your cardio too. Now you know when you're drumming too.
Yeah.
That
It helped.
takes
It helped me a
of-
lot.
Seems like that takes a lot more than what people would think
Yeah.
for a workout, especially if you're jamming out for a long session.
Yeah. 45-minute sets, hour sets, and stuff like that. You know, just hammering out just sets, and especially I started off with deathcore and metal a lot, so it was just a lot of fast double pedal just off the back. Just I jumped into double pedal. I basically threw out my single pedal and just forced myself to learn how to play just metal, and I've been sticking with that. Yeah.
I see you dabble into a lot that we'll get into. Real quick, what high school did you go to?
I went to Lehman.
Okay, and you graduated from high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean you're a teacher, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk about it at all. I mean, I
No,
find
I
that
am,
pretty
okay.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Talk about that real quick, like doing the teaching. Is it what, 8th grade?
No, I actually got into childcare. I've been doing childcare now for about 6 years. I saw a swim instructor thing open, and I went into that. I dove into swim instructing, and then from there, I noticed that working with kids was going to be just a better experience than anything you could do, like getting a job, retail and stuff like that. So from there, I did that lifeguarding, daycare, after-school programs.
So you can swim, I take it. If you're
Yeah,
a
I can swim.
Yeah, so okay,
I can
so
swim.
so you probably swim better than you run then. If
Yeah.
you're teaching people how to do that.
Like I said, staying active, man, just keeping the body moving and stuff like that.
That was interesting. Have you ever had any save anybody legitly?
No, not too extreme like that. Honestly, lifeguarding's a little boring compared to.
Look at me, I'm just trying to spin a narrative, make it. Oh, did you have to say? But I mean, you just never know
Yeah.
though. But I mean, I guess you would want it to be boring at that in that type of state. You don't want nobody just
Yeah.
drowning or.
But it definitely did got interesting when I got into the middle school I'm at, and I'm a discipline and focus teacher. So I'm able to, with my students' mental issues on top of behavior issues, and your presence, being there in classes with them on top of teaching social skills to them and things like that. So I'm really just for the kids and making sure they're going to do better in life. You know what I mean?
So how was that transition? Did you get into doing that from swim instructing and?
A really great after-school program, extended care, was for elementary kids, and I was able to, find my way yelling and stuff like that, and get my voice really and being in a school. So I used all my experience to get me into the position I am right now, and I'm just trying to be that cool big brother, but on top of being really strict and disciplined at the same time.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they can still relate to you and they'll respect you more if they can relate to you. It's weird how that works.
Yeah.
Right? It's how you work when you're a kid. If you can relate to somebody, you're gonna respect them more.
Yeah,
You can't,
exactly.
You're like, forget about this. You don't know what they're talking about. They're whack.
Exactly.
Interesting. So do you teach them anything when it comes to the drums? Or do
Surprisingly,
you play anything for them? Just be like, hey, boom, just bust out something, maybe even on the.
I like to make it really cool. Like one of my students really likes to do percussion, and I try to make it really cool for her to want to pursue it later on in life. And ever since I've gotten there, I've seen students come up to me, hey, you're a drummer, and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's a really good positive influence thing to be able to say, like, to follow your dreams, to be able to tell them, like a middle schooler, hey, there's more to life. You got to follow your dreams. And I'm in the position right now of following my dreams. So I'm able to tell them, after high school and stuff, you can put your mind to it. And, yeah, I'm working right now and I'm getting my money. But at the same time, I'm out here, I'm putting in the work that I need to get my name out and just focus on being the musician that I need to be.
Exactly. That's dope. And I see you doing that.
Yeah.
So were you doing, I know you said you jumped into doing, deathcore, if I said that right.
Yes.
Yeah. But so when was it that you actually started, doing drums?
I was in middle school. I was a sixth grader. Yeah.
Sixth grader.
I was slapping on my legs, just slapping, listening to Ben Sevenfold, just Disturbed, stuff like that. And I realized that I could take it to a drum kit. So I went to my dad and I was like, hey, I call them church kits. The basic of the basic drum kit. You got church kit. So we got a church kit, and like I said, I scrapped the little single pedal, the normal single pedal. And I went and I got double pedal off the back, and I didn't stop until those songs that I was doing on my lap sounded perfect on the real kit. Yeah.
So like the longer you, like when you first started playing, did you have were you sore? Your back muscles, like did you wake up like, oh my goodness?
Well, it reminded me a lot of track. You know what I mean? Just pushing it, and you're gonna sound really stupid. Doing the double pedal at first, especially if you're gonna play it fast. And basically, if you just do it, it's practice. Practice makes perfect. If I wasn't sitting there and sounding ridiculous for hour to 2 hours straight every as much as I could get on the drum kit, you don't get the experience.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the practice. It really takes sitting there in your room, mom, dad, grandparents, it doesn't matter who's in the house, really sitting there making a fool out of yourself in that room to be able to take it to the stage and to really do, yeah.
And it's more shouts out to them for taking that too. Because
Exactly.
not everybody's gonna be like, oh my goodness.
They sitting there and they probably realize what is this kid doing? Like, you know what I mean?
A bunch of noise. But they were letting you rock, literally.
Yeah, they were letting me rock, and now they're able to see what I'm kind of trying to do.
Look, I'm gonna start a riff like within your band. The drums are most important, aren't they?
Yeah. It depends on
Nowadays,
what kind of
music,
genre you're doing. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, true. But I think a lot of seems like there's a bass drop somewhere. Granted, of course, with the heavy metal, there probably might not be, but there's still gonna be that. It's just that it's always that foundation. It seems like
always gotta have you gotta be able to keep beat. That song's gotta have a beat. Song's gotta have a hi-hat and a snare. You know what I mean? All it comes down to the producers. That's all they're programming on their drum machines. Is the snare, the hi-hat, and everything else. And that all those sounds come from a real kit. So basically, if you have someone that's able to pull that off live and as good as a drum machine, that's incredible.
Do you look up to Travis Barker, since he does a lot of dabbling into everything, hip hop, pop, hard rock?
He's one of my biggest influence. Actually, I'm trying to do actually a Travis Barker type thing of Texas drummer. That's actually kind of why I'm here right now. He's one of my really big influences as far as being able to branch out. Being in a band and being able to step out of a band and go to this artist, that artist, and the other, and be independent on his own. And that's what I'm basically really trying to do. I'm trying to be independent and not really have to worry about, a band and stuff. But a band is great. I do have a band and stuff like that.
Bands matter. Real quick, the band's name is, The Betrayed, right? Or is it The Betrayed ATX? Is that the full thing?
The band name is It That Betrays.
Oh, dang. I saw it looked like it said The Betrayed on the IG. So
that's the at The Betrayed Texas.
I get it all messed up. So, all right, say it again so I can get it right for the people.
It That Betrays.
Speak on the name. Who came up with that name?
My vocalist and me, we all kind of sat there in a room. We've been in bands growing up. And sometimes it's like a relationship. You hit heads, and some people go off to do one thing. Some people are higher in a position to keep going with the music, and then like us, we keep getting backtracked. I feel like I keep getting backtracked to where I need to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So it feeds from all that. It feeds from not being taken serious. It feeds from, getting kicked back to the curve and just, one step. You know what I mean? You just got to keep going.
Got it that betrays. Let me get it right. Sorry, didn't mean to disrespect it. I could have swore I saw the betrayed. Hold up. So, what's the difference between metalcore and deathcore? Is deathcore more real hardcore, and then
metalcore, you got screams. Metalcore, you got cleans. So you got screams and cleans in there. So you're screaming and then you're singing. Deathcore, now you see it in sometimes, but originally it was just straight screaming, straight heavy, straight blast beats.
I'm not making fun of it, but that's the stuff when it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's deathcore, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. All right. And who's your favorite, like, old school?
Do
you rock
deathcore?
With, like, I guess when I think of that, yeah, deathcore. Because what is it? I could be getting this wrong. What is Iron Maiden?
Oh, they're metal. That's metal.
So they're just straight pure metal?
Yeah, metal.
Okay. Well, real quick, what do you think about MGK? Machine Gun Kelly's transition to rock, because he's done a lot with Travis Barker. I love the concert for Aliens. That song, that's my shit. He's actually doing pretty decent with it. And he sounds actually good. It's actually shocking.
Yeah, no, he's a very talented, person, musician. He knows what he's doing as far as to get big, and that's what the people want. He understands that people are digging that, and he's feeding towards it, and that's exactly what you should do and stuff like that. So he's on the right path, and he's a good musician. He's talented. I respect what he's doing. It's a hustle, it's a grind especially to get your name out there. Yeah. And
then to reestablish yourself on another genre to where you got to win people over too. Even though of course he's already on, but yeah, you still got to establish yourself and get that respect from that genre. I'm not the biggest. I like rock. I like old school. Like, I'm a big fan of Def Leppard. That's my shit.
Hey.
Queen, of course. And then I like songs by, there's not artists that I wouldn't say that I like all their discography, but Kill Switch Engage, I like a few songs.
Oh, they're great.
Hey,
they're great.
Puddle of Mud in the Day, I'm going to go back on you.
Yes, sir.
So, good rock and a good band. That matters, I think, too.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Dope. Definitely. So, what do you think about the Austin scene now with music, especially since you've grown up out here?
Well, the metal scene is great. You can really meet some really great people out there. But since I've branched out, as of recently, since I've been influenced, not by trying to do my own Texas version of Travis Barker, I've been able to go to the country scene. I've done the pop punk scene, and now I'm doing the hip hop scene. And there's a lot of great people. There's a lot of talented people. There's a lot of talented people in Texas, from people who can sing, and then people who can actually rap. And you can see the passion in it whenever you're actually watching a live performance, and you're like, okay, you want that. And then compared to someone that doesn't, it's like, you can really see the passion. There's a lot of passionate people, especially in the hip hop scene. That's what I've seen a lot. And
that's where most of the grinders are going to be.
Yeah.
You're going to see more stuff coming from the hip hop scene. Who have you worked with, for the people that may not know?
I've worked with King Savage recently. I played South by Southwest with him. Shout out King Savage. R-Dubs.
Check out that interview, King Savage. Justice for King Savage. Go ahead.
There's R-Dubs. Let's see. As far as rap, those two, I'm branching out. I'm trying to work with shout out P Killa. She's I'm trying to work with her next. I think
we got name around.
Yeah, we got something lined up. Let's see. Oh, My Girl Parts. She's from San Antonio. She's an artist. She's a rapper and a singer. She's a very talented individual. And I got a music video with her coming out in June, and more of a pop punk style, but rap. She's hardcore, dude. She's a hardcore chick. Like,
that name sounds even familiar too, because I think I heard that and was like, what the world is that name? It's a catchy name. Have you heard of Miss Gold?
Yeah. I've heard of Miss Gold. I want to work with her too in the future.
I think that would be dope.
It would, especially, and being able to see people understand my vision and seeing like that. I put out a Young Dolph cover. That's what I've been trying to do. Is I'm a really big hip hop person myself. I grew up listening to Eminem before I even listened to metal, so I really understand beats. I really understand, like that really good hard beat. So I can listen to one rap song and I understand what I'm gonna do with it drum wise, and be like, okay, see the vision before the song is even not even done. It's like, okay, I know how I'm gonna kill this. I know how I'm gonna pull it off, and if needed to a live show it, I can pull off a great performance.
Drums are really important in hip hop.
Yeah,
that's the beat. If that drum is off, it's gonna be whack. You're like, if it's some weird, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
it's gotta, you gotta have that. So you're right about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something that you just reminded me about. Oh no, have you heard of Audio? Is it Audio Sex Drive?
Oh snap, Phoenix! Shout out Phoenix.
Phoenix still not. Yeah, you rock with him.
I was actually in there for a little bit. Him and James. I was playing drums and stuff for Audio Sex Drive for a little bit, but I had to go my own way to do what I'm trying to do right now. But I love those boys in Audio Sex Drive.
Y'all still like?
Oh yeah,
work
we're
together?
great. Oh yeah, I got him on Snapchat. I was just talking to Phoenix the other day. Yeah,
he's gonna come back through with some of his with the crew. So yeah, he came through. Check out that interview too. Tell you, this scene's big. It's popping, man. Shoot. So where can we find you at on social?
Instagram, the Jeremy X Backwoodz.
All one word.
Yeah, all one word, at Jeremy X Backwoodz. Twitter, Jeremy Backwoodz, at Jeremy Backwoodz for Twitter. There's no X in it. I'm on Facebook, Jeremy Hernandez as my name, you know what I mean? And things like that, yeah.
What was the inspiration by Jeremy Backwoodz, real quick?
It was when I first was starting to get into branching off into hip-hop, and I have some locals from Kyle, Poet and Xavier Kite, so shout out to them. But we were sitting in a room, and I was like, I need a name, because I was going by this weird just sauce name, you know what I mean? And he was Poet was like, Backwoodz, dude, and I was like, hey, that actually sounds pretty dope. Like Jeremy Backwoodz, like, because at the time I was doing country, like I was doing country and hip hop, so people were looking at me kind of weird, and I was like, I'm able to take Backwoods and I can go to country, like the backwoods areas and like Wimberley and stuff like that. And then, it fits in the pop punk world, and then it fits in the metal world, and then especially boom rap. You think Backwoodz. So it was just able to fit in every single genre. So I rode with Backwoodz.
Literally, playing. No pun intended. That's funny.
Yes, sir.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm trying to sell out arenas. I'm trying to be big. I'm trying to go big with it. I don't want to. I don't see myself living a normal life. I see myself being an entertainer, being able to make a difference. I want someone to see what I'm doing and, like, oh, snap, like, that's cool. Like, and, like, make them want to do it. If it's not drums, it's guitar. Them as a person, someone to be able to think, bigger than themselves. Like, I want to be able to make it so my students that I'm teaching right now can be like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to do it so I can show everyone else that following your dreams is possible, that if you actually stick to it, you're gonna get somewhere with it.
What would you say is what was your least favorite thing? I was gonna ask. That's another thing. Least favorite thing and favorite thing about drumming.
At least tear down, having to set up the drum kit.
Oh, that's
some hikes, man. Let me tell you, some hikes, some miles. Oh, South by Southwest was, you got to park in a parking garage, and we had a team of people go from parking garage, taking my whole kit 2 or 3 blocks to 6th Street. You know what I mean? It's a nightmare. And then after we set up and sound checked, I had to take everything back down and go to, the complete other, side of Austin and set up. But just setups are horrible, dude.
My God, it makes you appreciate, like, dang, like one of these, like, I'm gonna get me a dude that just sets this shit up.
Oh, yeah. The drum techs, man. One day, man.
And then what's your favorite thing about it?
Playing, the energy, the feeling, the being able to escape as a different person. It doesn't really matter what it is. Just being able to sit behind that drum kit and get a feeling that is like, it's like going fast. It's adrenaline. You know what I mean? It's feeling bigger than what you can do. It's own drug, by itself. It gets you like, yeah.
I bet playing live too is like the shit.
It's different. Yeah, especially if you're like deathcore. Whenever you're doing the crazy blast beats on top of double pedal, it's just, you can close your eyes and you feel bigger. You feel bigger than what you are.
And actually, you just remind me of something. Well, he's probably about to ask what I was going to ask.
Is it possible to like instead of bringing the whole drum machine to like bring it MPC and like just play that? Does anybody ever do that?
That'd be wow.
I know.
That'd be almost damn disrespectful.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool. I've never seen nobody do that.
I think Kanye's done it. That's the only one I've seen.
But I mean, like played like as the full, drums, the whole, like.
Oh yeah, I know.
You have guitarist, but you playing the MPC.
That would, if you don't feel like if it's something for real quick, that is a good idea.
Yeah.
Though. It's a hella good idea. Like if you just like, you know what? How long I'm gonna be there? 10 minutes. Fuck it. Hey, can you go get the MPs? I'm gonna give y'all this MPs. That was
just sit there tapping on the desk, man.
You gonna be like, this is a BS. That's funny. Dang, I just forgot what I was gonna ask. Oh, what's the difference between a double pedal and single pedal? Is double harder than single pedal?
Double is the two pedals going at one time compared to.
Well, yeah, I know that, but is it harder?
Yeah. I mean, you have to learn how to. It's coordination.
Because the pedals, I'm wondering, I'm like, that's the thing that looks like you got to get that right. It's like
the
pedals. It's like, when do you hit the pedals? That's the secret.
It's a little confusing when you're transferring over from that single pedal. It takes a certain person to want to play on a double pedal.
You just started out with it though.
Yeah,
so that makes it easier.
Yeah, that's what makes me doing this hip hop thing so unique. And I'm taking metal. And I'm able to mix it with the hip hop, and I'm bringing a live performance from the metal scene, and mixing it in with the hip hop. So on top of all that, yeah.
Heck yeah. Hey man, one more thing. Where can we find you at on the DSPs, digital streaming platforms? Can we find the band? It That Betrays?
No, not right now. We're getting ready to release our first single. Here in the next month or so and stuff like that. As of right now, it's just Instagram for at the Betray Texas, and yeah.
But I take it whenever everything releases, when it gets out there, it'll be that space betrays. Or
it
slash that. Oh, got you. Kind of like love /hate. How that thing goes.
Yeah. Slash betrays. That betrays.
Got it. Dope.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna be ready for that premiere single, actually.
Hell yeah, dude.
So keep doing your thing. This is Jeremy. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, D. Always on your game. We got you some merch. Got you a medium. You can rock that. Pop Austin Media. You rock that when you on the stage the next time. Boom, on a video.
Yeah.
Do your thing. But hey, like I was saying, I appreciate you coming through, man. This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I'm signing out. Jeremy Backwoodz.